Hey, 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 cuties. I'm California Cutie, your host. Welcome to Club California Cutie. Hey, where everyone is VIP, you know what I mean? So, we have a great time over here at Club California Cutie. So make sure you are subscribed to my channel. Make sure you have your notification bell button, set on all. And make sure you share me with your peoples, please. And thank you because I'm trying to grow my channel, trying to get monetized over here. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. So y'all help me out, please, and thank you. So we are here, as you see on my screen, we are here to see my girls, Married to Medicine, here for season 12, episode 7, Boots on the Ground. Yeah, they was on the ground on a hot day in a parking lot. But, we'll get into all of that. You know what I mean? We're going to get into all of that. So as my intro plays, you guys make sure y'all hit that like button, okay? Thank you.
So let your hair down, get your life. You must be feeling like this your night. So do your thing, girl, it's alright. You're doing everything that I like. So let your hair down, get your life. You must be feeling like this your night. So do your thing, girl, it's alright. You're doing everything.
All right. We are back. Thank you again for hitting that like button while my intro played. That would be the best time to do it, unless y'all want me to put y'all on a commercial break. And I know y'all don't want me to do that. So hit the like button. Hit the like button. Tell a friend, share me with your peoples, do all the things, okay? So yeah, like I said, we are here today. Okay. We are here today to talk about these ladies here on the screen, the Married to Medicine ladies, okay? And this is episode 7 of season 12. These ladies been on for a minute, okay? We've been following them for a long time. So anyway, it's Boots to the Ground. And so we're gonna get right into it, because I'm long-winded and I don't want to make the live, the premiere any longer than it needs to be. Okay. All right. Oh, and thank y'all for rocking with me all the time. You know what I mean? I gotta say that. And like I said, I'm trying to grow my channel. So please make sure that you share me with your people. Share me, like it, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. That's the most important part. Okay. All right. Anyway, so whoa, thought I was ready. All right, so we head over to Angel's house. All right, so we're at Angel's house. Dr. Mimi and Dr. Heavenly arrive, but not without freaking Dr. Heavenly having to say something about how far Angel's house is. In Georgia, all the houses are far out. I don't know if you're not a neighbor, everybody lives really far away from each other. Nobody lives like close together. Like you'd be like, oh, I live 15 minutes away. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. That's your closest neighbor. That's your neighbor. That's not one of your friends' house. Y'all they don't live in the same neighborhood usually. So yeah, they have to drive out and yeah, it's crazy. So anyway, Heavenly had to, say how far Angel lives. She got to saying, she say, I could have found my son by now. I could have did my hair. I was like, did your hair? Oh, you mean put your wig on and stuff and seal it down and do the baby hairs and all that stuff? So anyway, she said, yeah, she could have did all that stuff as long as it took her to get to Angel's house. But nonetheless, she did say that her house was beautiful. So Miss Quad arrives with her bubbly personality. I love Miss Quad, Miss Quad, Miss Quad, Miss Quad. Ooh, I love her. Hey, hold on. We can't have it in my face. Hold on, y'all. Y'all seen it. I know I seen it. Man, my visuals effects. Hit the like button, y'all. Let me just make sure that when I get close to the screen, it ain't doing that. See what it's doing? Okay, let's bring it on down one time. Okay, I think that's about right. I think that's we'll leave right there. We'll leave right there. All right, let me get back to my notes, y'all. Cause no, see, I see the color in my face and my forehead. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Hold on a second, y'all. Bear with me. Bear with your sis. Okay, hold on. Bring it down one more time. Hopefully that does it. See, when I get closer, it's different. But as long as I stay back here, I should be okay. All right, I'm back. All right, y'all. Let's get back to my notes. So yeah, my girl Miss Quad comes in, she's always on 10. She always having a good time, even though, she's having a not so good day. But, Heavenly got to rubbing on her stomach and talking about, hey, little baby, hey, little baby. And I was like, oh, Lord, because Quad isn't ready to share with the ladies, that her IVF is taking a turn. Um, so she's not ready to share with them quite right now in this moment. So we jump over to Dr. Simone's house. I mean, no, I'm sorry. We jump over to where Simone, Toya, and Contessa are, and Brandy joins the ladies for a bite to eat and a drink. I guess they're out. Toya catches Contessa up on how the family reunion was dry. It was dry. But when she said that, she didn't mean that it was dry. She mean it was dry. It didn't have no liquor. It didn't have no liquor. So, it was a no liquor. I think it might have been at a park. And usually at a park, you can't have no liquor. Toya also shared with Contessa that Heavenly has a brother. She has a brother that she just found out about. And he showed up to the reunion. Contessa was like really blown away. She's like, did she get a DNA test? And Toya was like, that's what I said. I was like, yeah. Did y'all say that? Well, we know Toya said it, but Toya, we're not taking you seriously. I mean, Heavenly's not taking you seriously. Yours don't sound like concern. Yours more sounds like you clowning. And hey, that's on you. And so mm, back with Heavenly and Quad and Mimi and Angel. So there's two sets of things going on. Bear with me. This is how they do us. They show one scene and they jump over to the next scene. So I'm trying to do the best I can. So here we go. Back where Heavenly, Quad, and Mimi and Angel, Heavenly says she was happy that her brother showed up because he was nervous on meeting her and now, and meeting the family. Quad asks Heavenly, would she be down to take a DNA test? Sounds like she's concerned. Sounds like that's out of concern, not Toya just shouting out, did you take a DNA test? Because that's how Toya does. Toya don't have no class sometimes. Toya, uh, yeah, she just don't have, she's not classy at all times. None of us are, but you're on TV, so you need to show a little bit more class, honey. Heavenly says, yes. She don't mind taking she doesn't mind taking a DNA test. Heavenly shares with the ladies that she's doing an official launch of her campaign. The ladies all applaud. They all applaud. I would give an applaud, but I'm not. Not gonna do it this time. Sorry, ma'am. She said the main thing she wants to do is to encourage all the people to vote, especially in the smaller elections, because those are very important. And when she say all the people, she mean the black people. Uh, she said she's gonna use her platform on YouTube to talk more about politics and what's going on in the world. That's Heavenly saying that, because y'all know Heavenly's been doing her thing on YouTube for a long time, even though she's stepped on every one of these ladies' toes that's here except for Dr. Mimi, because she's new to the cast, and Brandy. Oh, excuse me, Dr. Brandy. Like so that yeah, so she haven't stepped on their toes, but everybody else, yeah, she did some things on her YouTube channel and it wasn't pretty. Heavily never been in politics before. She wants the ladies to come out and support though. Of course, all the ladies agree that they're gonna come out and support her. Hold on, y'all. A little bit more. I feel like with my lipstick being matte, it's literally making my mouth feel like it's dry, if that makes sense. But anyway, not here nor there. I'm just telling y'all. So, meaning I'm probably gonna pick my water a few times because, like, literally, it's crazy. Anyway, Angel thanks Heavenly for acting like a big sis when she was introduced to Angel's friend Bernard, who is actually a doctor. Because when I went back to check it, it said he was a doctor, Dr. Bernard. Mhm. Angel said she did not get the same response from everybody. Um, she said because Angel introduced Bernard to Toya, and Angel told the girls that Toya was asking who he was. Uh, didn't you ask me to introduce you to a man? Now, I didn't go over this review. I did have it ready to go, but I'm not going to put it out. But so in the last episode, or in one of the episodes, Toya was introduced to Bernard. I think it was the last episode. She was introduced to Bernard, and Angel introduced her, and yeah, Toya literally just lost her mind a little bit. She got to asking him inappropriate questions, saying that you know, saying uh, that Angel wanted Toya to introduce her to someone, and she also asked. I'll get to it, girl. I'll get to it. Anyway, so she said, yeah, everybody didn't do or was respectful as when Dr. Heavenly was. Toya was asking who he was. Like I said, didn't you ask me to introduce you to a man? And the girls were flabbergasted to find out that she did this in front of Bernard, right? So Quad said Toya broke the girl code. The ladies all agreed she was trying to sabotage. Angel says that if she's trying to be a friend or trying to be her friend, she can't be moving like that. Like, mm-mm. Angel says she don't play that type of shit. She don't play that type of shit. She don't play them type of games or none of that. Angel says she don't fuck with. She said I don't fuck with bitches that like that. She says she don't need any friends like that. Period. Point blank. So, um, Angel got her eyes on Toya, right? So Heavenly said, I don't even talk to her. Angel said she understands. Quad said, no, real ones do. Like real ones understand why Heavenly doesn't talk to Toya like that. Anyway, we go back over to where the ladies are having dinner, and Toya tells the ladies that Angel pretty much introduced her to Bernard. Same story, but from Toya's point of view. Excuse me. She says, Angel pretty much introduced her to Bernard, and she says to Angel, you wanted me to hook you up. And she said that with conviction, y'all. Contessa said, you said that in front of the guy? Brandy chimes in and said, the same thing, basically, like you said that in front of the man. Brandy said she's so messy in the confessionals. See, they didn't check her right then. They should have said, like, literally, like, Toya, you was in the wrong. Like, not the flabbergasting and oh my god, like, no, Toya, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why you do that? Like, check it. Like, check it. Not like, oh, Toya, I can't believe you did that. I'd have checked that ass. Anyway, Contessa is besides herself and just want to know why would she do that at the table with Bernard there. Simone really didn't give a reaction. Well, at least production didn't show her really giving a reaction. But in the confessional, she is like, no, Toya, no, not cool. Toya started pleading her case, talking about don't ask me to hook you up. because I'm gonna hook you up with my family. This is what she told the girls. Don't ask me to hook you up with, she's telling them, like, Angel, don't ask me to hook you up with somebody when I'm going to hook you up with family, with one of my family. Now, to be fair, Angel did not know that she was hooking her up with who? She don't even know who she's hooking her up with. And Angel assumed she was just going to hook her up probably with a doctor or one of Eugene's friends, which should be fine. Even if Toya hooks her up with one of her family members or Eugene's family members, which is their family member. However, you know, what would be the, what's so, you act like you hooking them up and they gonna live forever. Like, I mean, be together forever. I don't understand. So of course we get a clip from 3 weeks prior where Angel says to Toya, does Eugene have somebody? And Toya says, yes. Angel said, well, introduce me. Angel is only dating Bernard. They're not boyfriend and girlfriend, and they've been knowing each other for 10 years. So basically, they've been dating off and on for like 10 years. She got children that are that age, so they can't have been dating all that time. Um, Toya feels like Angel is playing in somebody's face. Mind you, she hasn't even introduced Angel to nobody. Like, you got your panties in a bunch and you ain't introduced her to nobody yet. What is wrong with you? Anyway, Contessa says you couldn't mess. Contessa said you could have messed her dick up. You know, her zick. Saying that. Yeah, and I agree with her. You don't know what you said and what they got going on. And so, um, Toya says I might have messed up her dick, huh? But she was trying to mess up my family, huh? She was like, so don't play with me. Don't play like that. Don't play. So what she say? Don't play me like that. Who's playing you, Toya? Again, Toya. Even if you would have hooked her up with your family member, Eugene's family member, a doctor, a friend, a bum, or a millionaire, it don't really mean nothing because it might not work out. It might not work out. She might not be that person's cup of tea or vice versa. So why are you acting like that? You ain't even hooked them up. You ain't hooked her up with nobody yet. And it's no guarantee really that when you do that they're gonna go off and be married and live happily ever after. Like, why are you acting like that? It's weird to me. I don't think Toya's okay, y'all. I don't. Hmm. Contessa turned to Simone and said, I was going to ask you to look up her address so we can go over there. And they get to high five and thought that was all funny, everybody but Toya. And so that was funny because I was like, oh, Simone, you be looking at people's houses and stuff. Hmm. You're getting accused of a lot of things this season, Miss Simone. Hmm. Anyway, we go back over to Angel's house, and Angel says Simone is the investigator. She's the go gadget. I mean, check the tea. Check it. Heavenly says she don't understand why though. Quad says she's never in anybody else look. She's never been into looking up into any other lady's life. You know, going into looking in the computer and doing a deep dive on them, especially not to use it against them. Like, that's crazy. Heavenly says basically, Heavenly basically says she needs to be dealing with whatever is going on at her home. Talking about Simone. Heavenly, you need to be worried about what's going on at your home. That's what you need to be worried about. Just saying. pot calling the kettle. That's all I'm saying. Angel says, oh, she's deflecting. Mimi says she does that as a coping mechanism. Contessa says she has an idea. Maybe she's the one that can bring all the ladies back together. Maybe we should do a girls' trip. And maybe Contessa should read the room. Yeah, that's what you should do. But hey, have your moment, Contessa. Toya had to say, "Do you really think the girls trip is gonna bring us all together? Are you on some crack?" I was like, "Oh gosh, not some crack. You took it back. 1989, the summer. Another sucker. Sound to the funky drummer." I'm just saying, like, what you crack? What? Yikes! I don't know, y'all. I did just warp me back right back into crack time. I was like, oh, 89, huh? 88, 89. I was alive. I was in high school. All right, y'all. Contessa gives us a breakdown on the ladies that are not getting along, y'all. Okay. So we have Quad and Simone fighting about a VIN number. We have Heavenly and Toya arguing about Heavenly's campaign. We have Toya and Angel fighting about Angel sometimes boyfriend. Now, we haven't got to all of that, or it might not make sense to you guys yet, but it will. Trust. Contessa tells the ladies we need some getaway time to reconnect. Simone said she's happy that Contessa is hosting the girls' trip because the last time they were on a girls' trip, Contessa lost her shit and on Heavenly. Remember, she told her, "Square, Poe! Square, Poe!" And Heavenly was not ready to square up, Poe. Heavenly is all talk to. That's one woman that be talking and walking backwards. Stop talking about people. Whew. Anyway, so we head over to Heavenly's official campaign launch. Again, can't give her a applause for this because literally it's taking place in a beautiful parking lot, y'all. A beautiful parking lot outside in the sun on a hot sunny day. Hmm. Y'all heard me. Hmm. She ain't got no banquet hall. She ain't rented out a space. She could have took it to the beauty supply for all I care. Her beauty supply. It's inside. It's air conditioning. Move your supplies out a little bit. I don't know, but out in the parking lot in the heat, that wasn't smart, and it wasn't eloquent, uh, elegant. It wasn't. It was nothing. No, I wouldn't say that. It was something, but it could have been a much better. So Quad seemingly looks like she's on the committee because she's moving chairs around and getting them, where they need to be lined up and stuff. There's a couple of tents out there, and yeah, yeah, uh, Quad has on all white. The chairs are white. I was like, okay. So yeah, she's straightening up the chairs and making sure everything is, copacetic. Heavenly's son Zach came, and he came to support. I'm not gonna talk about how he walked. I'm just gonna tell y'all, if y'all ain't seen it, make sure y'all check his walk out. Everybody got to walk. That's your signature thing. Everybody, but his walk, I don't know. I was like, why you walking? Why you walking like that? Anyway, he was there to support his mommy, and of course, he's 24, so he's her kid, but he's an adult, so he's, I can talk about the way he walked. Heavenly and Damon are walking up. I was afraid for Heavenly because she had on all white too. She has a white dress on and she's drinking a red Gatorade. I said, girl, if you don't put that red Gatorade, and she's drinking it not out of the straw. I was like, girl, Heavenly, please don't get no red drips on your white shirt, white dress. Please don't. So we find out that Heavenly asked Quad to be her, drum roll, please. Uh, she asked her to be her campaign manager, and Quad is up for the job. Heavenly introduced Quad to the ladies. The lady that told Heavenly to run. So there was a lady that told Dr. Heavenly to run. Her name is Rain. She said that God spoke to her and told her to speak to Heavenly to basically run. That's what they said. That's the story they're sticking to. So Heavenly says, and I will win. That's what she said. That's the story she's sticking to. People are arriving. Quad has the mic. She said, she's saying, ladies and gentlemen, come on down, come on down here and grab a seat because there's tents out and the people are walking up, but they're standing up they're standing by the tents. The tents are behind the chairs, so of course they're standing under the tents because it's hot. And of course, like I told y'all, they're in a parking lot with chairs. So there were some people that were smart enough to grab their umbrellas that probably are in their cars. So when they pulled up, it was like, well, shit, I'm gonna get my umbrella. Smart. So they were able to shade themselves. Great. Dr. Jackie arrives. Heavenly tells her, come on, Dr. Jackie, grab you a seat up front. I'm like, okay, put her on blast. Mimi arrives and she says she's impressed because this is boots on the ground. Ding, ding, ding. There's the title of the title of this episode. And she says she's here for that. Contessa, Brandy, and Toya arrive. And Contessa shares with the ladies that the politician friends that she knows were all wondering what the hell is her friend doing, launching her campaign out here in the parking lot, basically, is what they was given. So there's a few tents I already told y'all was scattered around. I told y'all that. Heavenly says she knows it's hot. Now, this is Heavenly. Now, Quad is there. Quad is at the podium because Quad is going to probably introduce Heavenly, and Heavenly is standing off to the side. So she's talking. Of course, we can hear because she's on a microphone pack, but I don't know if everybody else can hear it. But Heavenly says she knows it's hot, but bring your asses down here. I was like, wait a minute, please let that just been on our mic and not on that everybody can hear her. But when she said it, the people that are sitting up front, I'm sure they heard it. I know they did. I know they did. Quad is taking. Quad is talking. Quad is talking through the mic. Oh, okay, I already told you that. So, So Quad says, can you guys, can y'all come up and fill up the seats? Can y'all come fill the seats up here? And so here come Heavenly talking about fill up the seats. Y'all ain't gonna say it's wait, what? Oh, she was like, come fill up these seats, and I'm not gonna say it no more. I said, oh snap. So she was getting ready to grab the microphone from Quad, and Quad is like, oh no, girl, no, don't come grab this microphone. She's like, don't grab the microphone. Don't do that. No, don't, Contessa says she know Heavenly is new to politics, but is this how she's gonna launch her campaign in the parking lot? And I'm right there with her, to be honest. Like literally, I already told y'all she should have got a banquet room, something. Brandy said it's not a good first impression. Quad starts off by thanking Heavenly for having her be her campaign manager. In the confessional, Toya says Quad is her campaign manager. Oh, that's cute. She thought Quad needed a job. I said, oh, shoot. Heavenly talks about police brutality and how it affects young Black men. Heavenly wants to help be the change she wants to see. Toya thinks she needs to do more research. Heavenly says the people say they will support. Heavenly says the people say they will support her, all except for one. And she's referring to, if y'all tell me in the comments, wasn't she referring to Toya? Okay, I thought so. Just let me know. She's referring to Toya because Toya is the one that said basically she wasn't going to support her. Contessa said, and it's not me either, because her and Contessa had been into it before. So in the confessional, Toya says, "You gonna bully me into supporting you? Who does that?" So she does know it was her, I guess. Heavenly thanked the people for being there. Simone is late. She walks up with two young ladies. Toya said she wished she was late. Be a mess. They show a text message that I think Toya sent to Simone. It said, obviously, I mean, Toya sent to Simone. Um, Toya was taking notes. She said everybody on the cast supported her except one. Toya says, "Of course, you're the only one that's not here, but we all know, like I just said, that Heavenly was referring to Toya." So I was like, "Are you okay, Toya?" It was like, "What?" So anyway, but like I said, I don't know if Toya knew in that moment if she was talking about her when Heavenly said it, because literally you would think that Toya would have said something smart under her breath out loud, or just sucked her teeth. I don't know, but she didn't respond to Heavenly when she said that. So, but Contessa did. Contessa said, "Well, it's not me." So I don't know. I don't know if Toya thought literally in that moment that she thought it was Simone she was talking about because Simone wasn't there. But no, Bookie, I think she's talking about you, Toya, for voicing that you wasn't supporting her. So anyway, Simone and Heavenly hug. Simone apologizes for being late. Heavenly says she's just happy she was there to support her. Jackie tells Quad she didn't know that it was real that she was Heavenly's campaign manager. Quad was like, "Yes, it's very real." Jackie says, "Yeah, she knew not to ask me about that because I'm not into politics." So was Jackie in her feelings? Y'all tell me in the comment section, because don't y'all think that Jackie was in her feelings? Because why would she say it like that? And then she was where she what I put, Jackie was in her feelings. Is this the moment where she thinks that she's the only one that would have been considered for the job of campaign manager? Y'all let me know in the comments. Y'all tell me. Contessa asked Heavenly, "What made you choose Quad for your campaign manager?" Heavenly replied, Quad and she and Quad have become very, very close. Excuse me. She's very smart and she catches on quick." Heavenly says she wants to help with police reform, help the youth, healthcare, and education. Contessa says Heavenly may be an asshole as a friend, but we need someone like her to stand up for the people. So she's been swayed. Didn't really take much for her, in my opinion, to be swayed. But okay. We get Mimi, Angel, and Brandy standing together. Mimi asks Brandy if she is endorsing Heavenly. She said, "You should." Brandy says she really needs to see the person Heavenly is before she endorsed somebody. Well, she didn't say Heavenly. She said she really needs to see the candidate and the person, and then that's how she decides if she's going to endorse the person. Mimi said, "Oh, that's fair." Because in the confessional, Brandy said she's into politics and she didn't hear anything serious. She felt like she saw more of a circus. Yeah. Okay. Brandy says she came out to show support. She thinks that is a step. Mimi says that's commendable, but you could have did more. Mimi, relax. Mimi tried to put Brandy on the spot, asking her what Toya and she were talking about when Heavenly was talking. Brandy said you would have to ask Toya what she said, because Toya was the one speaking to Brandy. So Mimi says, "Oh, I thought you was Toya. I thought you do what Toya do." Mimi, back the fuck up. You're doing too much. Relax. What that mean, Mimi? That's what I put in my thing. But just now, I just felt like saying what I said. Then she's gotta say, then she gonna say, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So Brandy says, okay, I see you starting, but we'll follow up at another time. Mimi tells Brandy to be careful who she is aligning herself with. She says this in front of Toya. I was like, Mimi, you are really looking for a moment and Toya's going to give it to you, girl. You better be careful. Toya don't play like that. I don't know if you know that, but I'm sure you do. So back up. Anyway, Brandy said, what that mean? Mimi went straight for the jugular, being careful. She's for the jugular. She says, be careful of aligning yourself with, she said, Toya, because she just shaded Heavenly while she was doing the launch of her campaign. Mimi says that means you are associating yourself with that, and side-eyed. Brandy like, uh when he was like, I don't need your diagnosis. Mimi says, I'm not trying to give you a diagnosis. Sound like a diagnosis to me. Brandy said, well, then walk away. Why are you still here? She said, I don't need your advice. Mimi got to telling her, calm down, calm down. If you gotta go, then go. I was like, see, now you want to tell somebody calm down when you didn't got them all riled up. That ain't how that goes. So you don't get to pick and choose and tell people how to react to your bullshit. Simone walks over and asks Brandy if she was okay. Brandy said, yeah. Mimi interrupts. Remember, Simone walked over to ask Brandy if she was okay. Mimi interrupts Brandy to tell Simone that she was just telling Brandy to be careful who she's aligning herself with. Again, back the fuck up, shut the hell up, stop talking to her. This is like you're doing it again. You're poking the bear, trying to get a reaction, and then you're gonna back up and act like you didn't do anything. Don't do that. Brandy steps in front of Mimi to interrupt her and tell Simone, I'm good. She stepped in front of her, like in front of her, and was talking to Simone this close. It's this girl right here, because I was like, ooh, this is getting good. Angel walks Mimi off from Simone and Brandy. And that's how that scene ended. Y'all, that scene was getting heated. Y'all see, this is why I got the flames going right here. This is why I have my flames flickering around right at this moment. Okay. So right here, we're gonna take a quick little, like the video break. Okay, let's do that, and I'll be right back. Thanks. Woo, yes, let's have a good time. I hope you guys are having a good time. I hope you hit the like button. I hope you are sharing me with your peoples. And I hope you subscribe to my channel. Getting back into these notes of mine. Simone stops by Jackie's office to share with her that she is gonna give up OB and just do GYN. She's not gonna be an obstetrician no more. She's gonna just go to be a gynecologist. She's been delivering babies for how long? Okay. So Simone says she's burnt out from delivering babies. She's delivered thousands of babies, and that she said it's time for her to drop the OB and lean into the GYN. And I'm not mad at that, girl. Look, still get your money, still stay in the business, and take less off your plate. Sounds like a win-win. It's winner, winner, chicken dinner to me. That's what it sounds like. So they show us in 2018 when Cecil decided to leave corporate America and change direction, in his career. Simone took the brunt of becoming the head of household, basically, and making up for the money that Cecil left behind. And she's a bit resentful. Jackie asked Simone, has she had a calm conversation about dropping OB and just going into GYN. Simone says she's told him she was tired, but she also said everything in the bedroom is still working. So if you look at their relationship, it doesn't seem as fractured, but she is tired. Jackie says they need to go have some fun. Simone says when they go out, they do have fun. Jackie says, well, are you faking the fun? Good question. Simone says, no, I just choose not to go out with him right now. I was like, okay. That's not a good thing, but okay, you deciding you don't want to. Okay. Yeah. So she says, yes, she's like, I'm not going out with him right now. Jackie says, that's not good. Simone says she basically wants to do what she wants to do. Jackie says, that's not good for a marriage. Simone says she knows, but she don't want to be with someone that isn't feeding her emotionally. Did y'all hear that? Who's not feeding her emotionally? Mm-hmm. So not buying finances, like everybody keeps throwing daggers at Cecil, like he's living off of Simone. No, they like a certain lifestyle. And in order to keep that lifestyle, Simone was doing what she wanted to do to keep that lifestyle. Now, if she pulls back, they won't keep that same lifestyle. And Cecil's going to have to lean into the emotional side of dealing with his wife if he chooses to want to be with his wife still. That's how that's going to roll. But Simone said that Cecil is so stuck and so stubborn, he can't see past himself. Jackie says in the confessional that Simone is menopausal. Cecil probably can use some testosterone. That testosterone. Y'all know what I'm saying. The boys don't need Simone the same way they did when they were younger. And Jackie thinks that it's a recipe for a blow up. In the confessional, Simone says she did not want to carry them into her retirement. You didn't want to carry who? Your husband? Your kids? She said that if she has to leave Cecil behind, then so be it. Ooh. That's serious. That's serious, okay? Jackie tells Simone she's headed for a divorce. Simone says, but is that the worst thing? You know how Simone do it, but is that the worst thing? Probably not, because you've been down this road before. So if you ask in the audience, who I'm part of the audience, no, it's probably not the worst thing that can happen. Especially if you feeling resentful about it, you might, in order to salvage the friendship in this relationship, you might need to at least separate and see how that works out for you guys, because you guys have the room to do so. You don't have to go to the big D word first. But hey, I'm just watching from the outside, looking in. Angel is having her event. Y'all see these fire and these flames behind me? This is why, because this event was fire on a lot of levels. It was fire on a lot of levels, okay? So Angel's having her event. She has a really nice scrub line. It's named Life Angels. And I thought that was super cute. Play on words. All her play on words is so bomb. So anyway, and she is having an unveiling of her fall line. Her event theme is futuristic side of healthcare meets spiritual world. You know, her tagline on her for her product, her scrubs, is Angel Scrub Line. Wait, what did it say? Angel Scrub Line is angels on earth. My scripture is my software. Y'all see the play on words? Software. But then you think about futuristic stuff, software like a computer. And then, angel on earth. Yeah, everything's bomb. I like it, Angel. I like it. I like it a lot. So she has everyone come in metallic to the event. Dr. Mimi is the first to arrive, and she's checking out some of the scrubs and find out that she also has scrubs for the men. I was like, hello, there are men nurses and doctors. Yeah, why wouldn't she have? Well, doctors don't wear scrubs all the time, I don't think. Not male doctors. Well, they do. If they surgeons, yes, they do. Let me shut up. I don't know. Anyway, Dr. Contessa is next to arrive, and of course, she comes in with a gripe saying she doesn't know how metallic and uh scrubs go together. Well, sit back and learn something, sister. I always got something to say, but let somebody say something about your players ball, then somebody's gonna have a problem, huh? Cecil and Simone arrive, and poor Simone sees a lady. I mean, the lady got on her. One of the models have her scrubs on, and she feeling it out to the T, like hourglass shape, filling it out. She tells her, that those scrubs ain't gonna look like that on me. She was like, that ain't gonna look like that. Like, oh, yeah, that's not gonna. Yeah, no, they not gonna work like that on me. But she's still here for them. Simone gets uh the Simone sees the male uh guy with his scrubs on. Simone gets the feeling on the male model who is wearing the scrubs. Like I just said, she wants to feel the quality. So she's touching his chest. She wants to feel the quality of the scrubs. So she's feeling on his chest as she's feeling the quality. So Cecil says when Angel comes out, he can also feel the quality of the fabric. LOL. I said, why I gotta be on Angel? Why you just didn't go back to the lady over there where he did start walking towards her? But the fact that he put Angel in it, I was like, Cecil, sometimes you talk too much, say less. Okay. Heavenly arrives. Mimi husband Steve arrives. Quad and King also make it. Quad has on a pair of Angel scrubs. I think I can tell. It looked like it. Her and Angel are friends. I think she did let her wear a pair, and because of course Miss Hourglass herself, Quad, felt out every piece of it, and it's stretchy material. It fits the body. It looks good. Okay. And Quad looked very cute. So the ladies are talking, and Simone tells Heavenly that she needs to figure out. Simone tells Heavenly that she needs to figure out how to convince people like Toya and Brandy into voting for her. Like, I know this is supposed to be small talk. I know you guys are waiting for Angel to come, but this is probably not the time to talk about this. But okay, here we go. I don't think it was hard. She says that Toya was gracious enough to share notes with her while she was stuck in traffic on her way to the campaign launching. Dr. Heavenly says, well, let me sit down for this. Simone says, oh, are your feet hurting already? Because the last time when Simone and Heavenly were together, she still told her the same thing. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go sit over here. These shoes is killing my feet. So so that was Simone clowning or throwing a little dagger right there. Toya says, you're going to have to stand at the podium. Heavenly replied, I don't have to stand for this. Um, in case, no, in case. In the confessional, Toya says she doesn't think that Heavenly can take being attacked for her political views. She's just not built for that. And I don't think she can either. She barely can take care of herself when she's talking to these ladies. She gotta say yo mama to throw people off. So she definitely, are you gonna say your mama on the podium? Girl, that is gonna be crazy. Anyway, Simone tells her that one of the things that Toya pointed out that Heavenly did at the campaign launch was she pointed out people that are not supporting her. So Toya says, yeah, it was very sad. Heavenly said she was just speaking the truth, and that was true. Toya said, yeah, that was tacky. Toya says we need strong, respectful women to lead Georgia in a good way. So you can see Heavenly, like literally, like I don't know, her face was like, I don't know, did y'all peep out her face? Like she was, you can see she was having a thing in her head where she thought something, like I think she thought something, her brain was saying one thing and her mouth wanted to say something else, and you can see it catching itself. Okay. So literally, she got up, Heavenly stood up. She was irritated. You can see it. She walked over and air kissed Simone on her cheek and says, I'm going to go now, because pretty much she felt offended, as she should. Simone tries to keep her from walking out off. Heavenly says she's not about to participate in this. So she says she's about to leave. So there's a slight argument, and I guess Heavenly says she's gonna pray for Toya. Toya said, don't say no prayers for me. People say it all the time, like, don't, you can't take prayers from people, or people praying over you and you don't really know that person. Like, yeah. Just like all money ain't good money, all prayers ain't good prayers, I guess. Uh then walked in Brandy. Quad managed to walk Heavenly away from the ladies. Remember, Quad is Heavenly's campaign manager, so she said she had to do some heavy lifting. She was on double duty, child. Heavenly says she can't stand ignorant people. She want to know, why is Toya so ignorant at this event? What? Why are you so ignorant all the time, Heavenly? What are you talking about? So anyway, the ladies catch Brandy up on what just happened, but then Simone walks up and says, "Wait, wait, wait! You here with the clique talking to Mimi?" Mimi says, "Oh, what do you want me to leave? Because I can leave." Simone, Simone. Some of the ladies said no. Contessa says, "Of course not." Toya says, "Are you asking them or asking me?" Contessa just have a question. What is going on with y'all? Referring to Brandy and Mimi. Mimi reiterates what she said to Brandy at the campaign launch, referring to who she is aligning herself with. Contessa says, meaning who? Mimi says, Toya. We need to be careful. Yeah, she said, Toya, we need to be careful who talk. Mimi says, Toya says we need to be careful of you talking about. Oh, Toya. So Mimi said it's Toya. Then Toya ended up saying, "No, girl, we need to be careful of you, Mimi." Mimi says, "I'm disengaging from talking to you. I'm disengaging." I'm like, "Oh gosh." So he says, "Well, disengage. Go to your crew, because you not our type." Mm. Brandy says she's really stirring the pot. Then walks in Jackie and Curtis, which kind of breaks up the ladies from getting ready to get a little deeper into their bullshit. Brandy wants to know, where is Angel? Where is the lady of the hour? Well, here she comes. From the top of the stairs, smoke blowing. Miss Ma'am comes out, okay, looking so bomb in her silver metallic dress, fitting every curve that lady has, okay? Every curve that Angel has was in that dress fitted. She had on some fly ass glasses too, futuristic glasses. So she came down, made her entrance. It was bomb. Quad said she looked like she stepped off the spaceship. I said, yeah, she just stepped off the mothership, if anything. So in the confessional, Contessa said she was expecting Angel to be in her scrubs, but that would have been way too simple. Which is funny coming from her, knowing that Toya asked her why was she in a prom attire at her players' ball. Her players' ball. Brandy also said in the confessional she thought Angel was gonna have on her scrubs because her body is T. So she will be the one to sell, be the one to sell out, be the one to sell the scrubs with that body. So there are pictures. They haven't got made it to the main room. So they don't know why, for a main reason that when you go into the next room, you're gonna see the scrubs on the mannequins, and you're gonna see um her billboards or her advertisement with her being her own model in all the different scrubs. So it does come full circle. Da, da, da. So, oh yeah. Hit the like button, y'all. Mm. And then see Angel in the scrubs as well. All the ladies will. Oh yeah, okay. Contessa tells the ladies that she apologized for not making making it to the family reunion. She felt like she missed out on a lot of dynamics with the ladies, so she really wants to get the girls together on a girls trip and hone down on some sisterhood stuff. She wanted the ladies to pack their bags full of bathing suits and cute clothes. She wants them to be um in a timeless place where there is no newbies and no misunderstandings. Y'all remember she says that. Y'all remember she says that. She wants to take them to a place, but she wants to take them to a place where nobody is singled out for being a newbie or being on here, the whole 12 years they've been on. Okay. Remember, she says this. So she says no misunderstandings, none of the bullshit. If we make a mistake, let's regress and apologize and keep it apologize and keep it moving, because that's what we all do. We all make mistakes. So we get Angel in the confessional saying she's a little nervous about going on a trip because to be around all these ladies and not be able to get in her car and go home. She said, not to be, what she say? Not, yeah, that she can't gonna be able to just get up and go. She's a little nervous. She's like, so yeah, she said that might not be the thing for her. So she asked Toya, Angel asked Toya, what kind of friend are you, Toya? Toya said, what? I just said she's only asking, wait, Angel only asking because she's trying to get to know Toya, but Toya's done some things that make her look at her different. This is what Angel said to Toya. Toya said, we can do a one-off then. So production shows us when Toya asks Angel's friend how Angel was in bed. Remember I said she asked some inappropriate things? That's another one. Angel says, well, we can talk about it another time. So Toya says, well, why did you bring it up? Angel said, because I'm not a fake friend. Toya says, seems like someone's making something out of nothing. Angel said, no, it's not that at all. Again, Toya said, why did you bring it up? Angel just said, because I'm not a fake friend. So if I'm bringing you in my space, I want to know what type of friend you are. Toya said, a good one. Are you a good friend, Toya? Toya asked Simone, what type of friend am I? Simone says, she's very loyal. Angel said, now is not the time. I want to talk about it. Toya said the question again, why would you bring it up then? Angel says, again, I'm not a fake friend. Heavenly puts her arm on Simone's shoulder and says, you're going to have to learn that one. No, you're going to have to learn from that. I was like, wait, what is going on? Simone said, don't matter to me, baby. I'm good. Quad said to Simone, the people said you can just find Quad's VIN number, then I can find out who name Quad car is in. This is Quad talking to Simone. Quad walks over to Simone and said, "Yeah, Simone, the people said you just need to find my Quad's VIN number, and you can find out who Quad's card name is in." Quad asked Simone, "Why is it your business? Why do you need to know?" Simone says, "I'm not looking at no VIN numbers." Simone says, "I look up property and real estate." Quad and Simone going back and forth. So now they show King with the fellas, and he starts doing a countdown. 8, 7, 6. Meanwhile, Simone and Quad are in each other's face talking about VIN numbers and MF this and MF that. So King says, "Oh, I'll win the bet. I'll take the money." Because in that moment, Quad got irate and said, "Get your hands off me." Talking to Toya. And all the ladies was trying to calm her down. So I was like, oh gosh. So I believe that Quad had a conversation with King before they got to the event, that she was gonna confront Simone about the VIN number situation. I could be wrong, but I think that's what happened. And that's why that boy King already knew when he saw his girl going up a little bit, he was already on the countdown. He was like, oh, here we go. Anyway, Angel was screaming, wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait, yeah, Angel was like, was screaming, wait a minute. And then Quad was like, oh, I'm a classy bitch. I ride in whatever. I live fucking well. Simone said, you live well and with a lot of debt. I was like, God. So then so they pulled the ladies pretty much apart. Simone, Brandy, and Toya are talking. Simone says, did you see how Quad bucked up about the VIN number? Toya asks her, why did you tell Heavenly anything? Why do you keep telling her shit? Simone said, Heavenly needs to leave me alone. She needs to leave me alone. Simone says that Heavenly isn't trustworthy, and she's shown that time and time again. She said Heavenly is stirring the pot. Angel tells Quad to stop. You are better than this, friend. Simone still ain't backing down. She says she don't live for the show and she don't live in debt. In this moment, Contessa comes over to Quad and Angel and says, Are y'all gonna come to my trip? Are y'all showing up? Are y'all gonna show up? Basically, are they coming on a trip? In the confessional, Angel was like, the girls are sabotaging my event, and here come Contessa asking me about the girls' trip. Contessa goes over to the others ladies, Simone, Toya, and Jackie in Heavenly, and asks them, are y'all gonna come to the girls' trip? Are y'all coming to the girls' trip? All the ladies are saying yes in this moment, but in the confessional, all the ladies had the same feeling. Damn it, Contessa, we are not good in a good space right now. We are all arguing, fussing, fighting, and here you go asking about a damn girls' trip. Read the fucking room, weirdo. That was their consent. That was the consensus. That's what I think. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me do this too. Hold on a second. I ain't have my banner moving around at the bottom. For the good supporty port. You guys can follow me on my other socials. And if you are enjoying my video, you can cash at me. Trying to get monetized. That's why. Trying to get monetized. Anyway, Contessa tells the lady she don't think they should be going around water because she's scared they're going to drown each other. Heavenly said, just don't put us on a boat. Angel starts handing out her goodie bags because everybody seems to be getting ready to leave. Contessa says, hey, you want to take a picture real quick? So she grabbed Heavenly, and Heavenly grabs Simone and tries to wrap her arm around Simone. Simone said to Heavenly, I'm not into no fake ass pictures with this girl. Get your hands off me, and moved Heavenly's arm and told her, don't touch me. Heavenly says, I'm sorry you feel the way you do about your household. My man, a whole fucking doctor. You can't win this one, child. Why Heavenly say that? Why does Heavenly do that? Anyway, Contessa says, no, we shouldn't do that. We shouldn't do the husbands. Heavenly says, that's what I'm saying. Leave the husband out of it, especially when her situation is what it is. But Heavenly, you started. You said something about Simone's household. Who's in Simone's household? Her husband. The boys don't live there. So you did start with her husband. Goofy girl. Uh, she Heavenly just keeps poking the bear, but okay. Remember, Simone had a serious conversation with Heavenly where Simone was feeling how she was feeling about her adult sons and how Cecil was not having her back. So Simone starts screaming, my household is amazing and you have to do fake shit to pretend like your household is good. Heavenly said, you can't win this one, booby. Simone says, ain't no way you can win. And I'm like, where the game? What game we at? Y'all talking about winning and losing? Y'all both losing. Because y'all both are looking crazy right now as two doctors. In the confessional, Simone said, fuck that bitch. Like, yikes. Heavenly tries to tell Jackie to get her girl Simone because Simone is acting a damn fool. Heavenly says she gets that she's a hater because she got problems. Stop deflecting. Stop projecting. Simone says that disrespect from you brings it. She said that disrespect from you, girl, bring it on. We got Angel trying to get control of the room. It's falling on deaf ears if y'all didn't see. Angel says, in the name of Jesus, y'all get the hell out. If y'all ain't gonna act right. Simone screaming, if you talking crazy to me, you gonna get it. Heavenly screaming, I'm sorry, Simone, that your situation is bad. Simone said, don't fuck with me, talking to Heavenly. Angel says, can't take y'all asses nowhere, shit. Contessa says to Heavenly, you running for office and you ain't changed a goddamn thing. Heavenly says, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. Toya shouted out, vote for Heavenly. Yeah. Heavenly walked out saying, see y'all later, as if she didn't just cause a ruckus at Angel's event. Angel walks over to Simone to say, I'm not going to invite you to any more events if you act like this. Angel, you told Quad that she was better than this, but you're going to go walk over to Dr. Simone and say that you're not going to invite her to any more events if she acts like this? Good luck with this. All right, let's see what Simone say. Simone says, fine. Don't invite me around any of your people because it started with Quad started talking to me. If you're not going to say anything to Quad, if you're not going to say anything to Quad and Heavenly, don't say anything to me. And I'm okay not coming to any of your events. I'm perfectly okay with that. Angel says, no, this is the thing. It's a way to conduct yourself at an event. Simone also said, well, did you talk to Quad about how she conducted herself? Angel said, it's not about Quad right now. It's about you. Angel said to Simone, how did you conduct yourself? Simone says, I didn't start shit. And I agree with Simone. She didn't start it. So I don't know why Angel's over here in her face. Simone says, if you come at me, you get whatever you get. Angel said, well, let's end it right now, and started walking off. but not before she looked back at Toya, Simone, and Brandy and said, I'm gonna have security at my next event because y'all don't know how to goddamn act. Brandy turned to Simone, asked her if she was all right. Simone said, "Yeah, I'm fine." And that's how this episode ended, child. I said, "Y'all, this was too much." And they did show us um the mid season trailer. Oh, sorry, y'all. I'm getting older. My brain is it's not as sharp as it used to be. I gotta go get me some King Coke. What is it called? King Cobra? Whatever it is, I need to get some because I'm getting older, y'all, and I can't remember some of my words, and I don't like it. I don't like it. So yeah, that was pretty much it, y'all. That literally was it for this for episode 7. You know what I mean? I I was thoroughly entertained by all of it. I don't agree with a lot of it though. I don't agree with a lot of it. You guys can get in the comments and let me know what you guys agreed or did not agree with because literally I was like, there was a lot of people acting like they didn't have that like they wasn't doing nothing heavenly and a lot of people judging and trying to make somebody change their mind on somebody, Dr. Mimi. So yeah, I was just like, there's like y'all doing too much. Y'all doing too much, and I don't like it. So yeah, I'm gonna thank y'all for rocking with me. Okay. Thank y'all for coming to Club California Cutie. Like I already told y'all, it's one of the best clubs you can come to. Everybody's VIP. Everybody's treated very nicely in here. You know, we respect each other. We respect each other's opinions, and we can agree to disagree at times. That's fine as well. That's cool. You know what I mean? So the club is about to close, y'all. You already know. So whatever y'all do after the club, whether it is no yeah whether it is go have you guys something to eat after the club, go to an after hours, or just go make whoopee, make sure you hit the like button before you leave my club. That's all I'm saying. Okay, make sure you hit the like button before you leave my club. Okay, so yeah, y'all, thank y'all for rocking with me. I enjoyed every bit of this, and I will see you guys literally on the next review, which would be episode 8. Okay. I see you guys later. Love y'all. Bye.